Hello and welcome to race 16 of the Utica Home Track Series here at the Sparta Speedway in Sparta, North Carolina. A 1.5 mile oval, which we usually don't run on too much. Is the only 1.5 mile track on the schedule. The starting grid rolls past. We have 41 drivers and we still have about 20 cars going into this race battling for the championship. They're still mathematically eligible. They start throughout the entire field. Some start near the front, some start near the back. But some of them will be eliminated at the end of this race. Every car with an R next to their name is a rookie, and we have quite a few this season. 41 cars on the entry list, as I mentioned. The car on the pole was one of the championship contenders from last year, still is, Tyler Smith, car number 31. I believe this is his first pole, if I'm not mistaken. And Tyler Smith is hoping for a win today. He has the longest losing streak of any of the winners in the Utica Home Track Series. He has not won since the first race of the series, a total of 35 races ago. So this is his chance to win today. He just has to pull off a good run. He pulled ahead of Maria Commisso in the 26. Jamie Murphy started all the way near the back of the pack, running in the lower 30s. Now, Jamie Murphy's been having horrible qualifying runs as of late, but has been really picking up in the race. She's going to have to do that today if she has any hope of keeping the points lead from Matt Evans. And speaking of Matt Evans was doing incredibly well. He was in the top 10. Actually, I believe just on the cusp of being in the top 6, I believe. Yeah, he's quite up front, and at the current moment, he has the points lead if Jamie Murphy were to finish poorly today. So Matt Evans, this could be a race that wins him the championship. Now, Esteves Cortez has been having a rough season thus far. He failed to qualify for Kyalami. He didn't do well last week in Talladega, but now it's starting to turn around. He is currently third on the racetrack after a great qualifying run. RGE was contemplating releasing him at the end of the season. He's trying to prove that he shouldn't, so we'll see how he does. He's doing very well today. Maria Commisso would take the lead on lap 12 away from Tyler Smith. Commisso's been having a great car all season, but well, she got a win this season. I was about to say she didn't get any wins, but she has, and is up there with Smith for the championship. Tyler Benoit, car number 3. Not having a particularly good race, running near the back near Jamie Murphy. She's a couple cars behind. Same with Samantha Yahnke in that number 73 car. These drivers really need to step it up because Benoit and Yahnke especially, they've been dropping in the standing for the past couple weeks. So they need to really start pushing it toward the front. Another driver that really needs to do well today, Inman J. This is his last run in the number 20 car this season. Matt Corio is going to step in for races 17, 18, and 19. Corio driving that gray number 99, one car behind him. Inman J, there is not a good chance of him coming back to the 20 car next season, so he's got to really show them that he's a viable candidate. He's aiming to win today, but he's currently near the back of the pack. Bob Cittadino, car number 04, had to pit on lap 36. This would kick off the green flag pit stops as you see cars going down pit road. Many of the leaders would go down, and during the cycle of pit stops, Jamie Murphy, car number 28, would take the lead and get herself one extra bonus point to her championship run. Every point counts in this series, and no matter how minuscule as 1 point may seem, that 1 point could win her the championship. It came down to a near tie last year, but she wouldn't keep it for long. Maria Commisso would cycle back into the lead. Bob Cittadino, who pitted early, was the biggest gainer on pit road. He moved all the way up to 3rd place in this number 04 car. This car has been having a pretty rough season. It's not been performing especially well at all. But today's one of those runs that can maybe turn it around. Unfortunately, he's not in championship contention. Jamie Murphy has moved up quite a few spots. She's in 23rd place, right behind 22nd Tyler Benoit, the number 3 car. These two drivers trying to make a push towards the front. They both need to make sure they're finishing well if they want to do well in points. David Yahnke made contact on pit road. We're not exactly sure with whom, but that car has been really slow. There is the leader, Maria Commisso, trying to lap him, but he's going to slow up the number 26 car. Now, Yahnke caused trouble last week in Talladega on pit road, and this is going to cause Connor Breton in the number 12 to take the lead. Connor Breton he has been doing okay this season, but has been involved in a lot of wrecks, especially some pretty nasty ones, especially like Ruin Lace of Certs, where that car went flying like a frisbee going into turn 1. He wouldn't keep it for long, though. Maria Commisso would take it back about a couple laps later. Connor Breton would cycle back into the lead on pit stops, however. And John Cittadino will also get his turn to lead under pit stops. Cittadino's been having a struggling season. He's been looking to get some points. He's still mathematically eligible, but he's on the cusp of going out. It would not last long because Maria Commisso would cycle back into the lead on lap 77. During the second cycle of pit stops, and as you can see, she's lapped quite a few drivers. Jamie Murphy moved up a little bit. She's in 17th position right now, slowly working her way to the front. As it currently stands, she would be in the points lead, but Matt Evans is slowly gaining in points. So she's going to have to try and beat him in this event. Brandon Bain has been waiting for the speedways to start doing better. He was struggling at the road courses, but Talladega did not prove well for him. He's doing well today in the number 21 car. He's running up near the front in the top 10. So this could be a race that turns it around. Adam Dunlap, he had trouble last week at Talladega with mechanical issues. He's going to have to pit again for a cut tire. It's a shame. This 02 car has seen a lot of trouble, and Adam Dunlap has had a very troublesome Utica Home Track Series career. Now, Connor Breton and Jack Duncan are two rookies battling near the front. This is for second place. Maria Commisso has pulled away as they battle behind the lap car of Michelle Cittadino. Now, this is for the Rookie of the Year, not the Rookie of the Year, the Rookie of the Race position. So this could be a pretty good battle up near the front, and we have to let this escalate. Pit stops happened again on lap 109. Joe Cole would lead going onto pit road. And Brian Valentine would cycle out as the leader following pit stops with some great pit strategy. Now, the defending champion got his first race win this year, and he's up there for the championship. So this could be another championship for Brian Valentine. Matt Evans sits in third place. Maria Commisso sits in fourth. Both of this is making Jamie Murphy cringe. These are the two drivers that she did not want doing well, despite Commisso being her teammate. She's going to have to put into overdrive if she wants to overtake these drivers. Now, another driver that's been putting in overdrive, Michael Aurelio, car number 93. We haven't heard from him in a while. He's one of our hotshot rookies who was doing great this season. He kind of dropped off in the past couple weeks, but right now, doing very well, passing Maria Commisso for fourth position on the track. So he's going for the Rookie of the Year position as well. Tyler Smith was running second following pit stops. He would pass Brian Valentine, who was slowed up by Esteves Cortez, who was starting to fall off the lead lap. Drag race to the line, and Tyler Smith wins it. Now, Tyler Smith was in the championship battle against Brian Valentine last year. He thought he could have probably have gotten it, but Valentine was able to do better. Now Smith, he thinks it's his turn for the championship and his turn to win a race. It's been ages for him. Samantha Yahnke, car number 73, would fall off the lead lap a couple laps later. Now Samantha Yahnke, after winning Kyalami, had horrible luck in Talladega and is not doing well here today. We have two road courses coming up, so that'll be a good opportunity for her to gain back some points. She's just going to have to make sure she does well these next three races if she wants the championship. Brian Valentine takes the lead once again, proving the great battle we've had up front between Valentine and Smith, two of our veterans in the Utica Home Track Series. Having great runs today, and both have a good chance of winning their race. But there's a wild card coming into the picture. Jack Duncan's been weaving his way through the field for the past couple of laps, and is all the way up to third. He's been passing cars left and right, and is currently passing some lap traffic. That being Samantha Yahnke and Esteves Cortez. We had our one and only caution on lap 134, and my God, this was a doozy. Andreas Allen goes to pit, but Willie Decker's in the way in the number 1X. He gets into the wall, he tries again, and clips Alex Tanker, sending him into the wall. But that's not all. It would only escalate from here as the leaders go to pit. Here's Connor Breton, who stayed out on pit road, is going to hit into Alex Tanker. And whoa! Car number 19 is going to get to him. The 12 car flipping. Steven Creed. Oh! Oh! Cars piling into him. Car number 12 on his roof. And sliding to the... And more cars. Jamie Murphy, the point leader, is involved. As cars are... Oh my God. That's Trek Togger and Chris Aurelio going to embed into each other. The painful wreck, they had to airlift Chris Aurelio out, but he would be fine. Seth Cole's going to get some hard contact, flipping Joe Cole, the number 74 car, who led a lap earlier today. And Neil Evans is going to also pile in, and he's going to go over. He's going to get hit by Brock McMahon, and pretty much all but a few cars were involved in this wreck. 11 cars would go out. We had an incident under caution. Robert DeFrank is slow on the track. Andrew Wiegand trying to catch up to the pace car is going to wreck DeFrank and is going to get into Tyler Benoit, who did not want to see that wreck. A lot of drivers involved, and as I said, 11 cars go out of the race. Bob Cittadino would cycle out of the caution flag pit stops as the leader, but would not keep it for long. He would cut a tire on some debris that they missed on track from the big pileup. He would pit Jack Duncan. Car number 2 would take the lead, that driver who was moving up through the pack, trying to win his first career Utica Home Track Series race. Brock McMahon was running in 7th position, just barely on the lead lap. Only 7 cars were on the lead lap due to the confusion under caution, all the cars that got damaged. But this is a good run for Brock McMahon. He has not had this good of a finish yet. This will be his best career finish in Utica Home Track Series if everything stays as it is. A couple other drivers having good finishes. William Duncan, car number 83, who is in his final start until Myrtle Beach, is doing well. So is Esteves Cortez, Max Guerin, Iman J. They're just outside the top 10. These 3 rookies have been looking for great runs in the past couple weeks. They're finally getting one here today due to all the wreckage. Jamie Murphy is battered and beaten, but that car is still going on track, trying to get as many points as she physically can. You can see there's very little left to the front and back of it. There's just basically the middle body, but she's going to try and coast that car around and make sure she can get to the finish. John Cittadino, car number 72, having one of the greatest finishes of this season. He is running in 6th position, and it's not a win, but it's a blessing for him. He's had an awful season, and despite a damaged race car, he's going to be happy with the finish of today's event. No one was able to catch up to Jack Duncan. Jack Duncan just rocketed out. He had one of the fastest cars today. And car number 2, with all that gumption, is going to go across the line and win his first Utica Home Track Series race in our string of rookies that have been picking off wins in the series. Tanker winning last week, and Joe Cole winning at Silverstone a couple races earlier. Oh, and Finn Guy also won too. Congratulations to Jack Duncan. A great run by the number 2 machine. Here are the race results. Jack Duncan was your winner and the Rookie of the Race, so he gets a 5-point bonus for Rookie of the Year standings. And there's Brian Valentine, Tyler Smith, Matt Evans, Maria Commisso, and John Cittadino rounding out your top 6. Brock McMahon, Esteves Cortez, Iman J, and Max Guerin round out the top 10. They were all a lap down. Also a lap down, Andreas Allen, Sam Yahnke, William Duncan, Jeffrey Finguy, Andrew Wiegand, Michelle Cittadino, Russell Arcuri, Jamie Murphy, the points leader, is in 18th. Tyler Benoit, another championship competitor, 19th. Same for Robert DeFrank in 20th. Brandon Bain with the first car 2 laps down. Then there was Willie Decker. Yahnke was 3 laps down. Corio and Dunlap were 4 off the pace. Kristin and Cole were 5 and 6. Then all the cars out. Chris Aurelio, Connor Breton, Joe Cole, Trek Togger, Michael Aurelio, Brian Broat, Alex Allen, Neil Evans, Alex Tanker won last week, Dylan White, and Christopher Harley with a disappointing last place finish. The wreck was a pretty violent one. It took out a lot of cars. And let's see how it affected the point standings. This is everyone who is still in contention. As you see, a new name atop the chart. Matt Evans overtakes Jamie Murphy for the points lead, leading by 9 points. Then we have Maria Commisso, Tyler Smith, who gained heavily on them. Then there's Samantha Yahnke, Brian Valentine, Russell Arcuri, Tyler Benoit, Robert DeFrank, and David Creedon, the highest placing rookie, in 10th. Then there's Trek Togger, Brian Broat, and Andrew Wiegand. These are the only cars that have a shot at the championship, so it's down to 13. But I think this is going to be mostly a race between the top 7 cars. Now let's take a look at the battle for the Rookie of the Year championship. Trek Togger still leads the Rookie of the Year standings. David Creedon following close behind. Then there's Michael Aurelio, Max Guerin, Connor Breton, Neil Evans, and then Jack Duncan, who won here today. He's going to get some bonus points. I say Rookie of the Year is probably going to be decided between that top 4 group. It's kind of hard to get Rookie of the Year points. As you see the cars going, continuing throughout the thing. We have a couple drivers here near the bottom that are not running many more races. Joseph Bryant's not running anymore. Hunter Zander and Connor Atwood will be here next week. And then Andrea Maharamana, Benoit, and Marshall are not scheduled to run any more events. Next time, we're going to the Italian road course, the Monza Circuit. I hope to see you there. It should be a great race. It was last year. And thank you. I hope to see you next time.